This is the largest camp of genocide survivors in today's world. This is the embodiment of the Burmese genocide and its impact. It's felt across the border in Bangladesh in the form of the world's largest camp. Myanmar or Burma, my country, is a patchwork of different ethnic communities living across the different regions. The country is about twice the size of England and about 50 million people. We became a nation state as a result of the British Empire dissolving itself towards the end of the Second World War. In 1947-48, about the time India was partitioned, we regained our independence. And before, we were just a cluster of feudal kingdoms. Both Muslim Rohingyas and Rakhine Buddhists, they started independence or separatist movement. And Ne Win turned to the issue of the Rohingyas, this distinct Muslim population that were so far officially recognized as an ethnic community. Ne Win's deputy, General Kinyon, chief of Ne Win's military intelligence, in his book discovered that as early as 1966, the Burmese military started to see the Rohingya as a problem. That was the very first wave of exodus of Rohingyas. That happened in 1978. The 1978 wave was the direct result of centrally organized forced expulsion organized by the central government in Rangoon. The intention was to make sure that Rohingyas were no longer entitled to either basic rights or citizenship rights. Anyone who had not resided in Burma as natives by 1824, they could not be entitled to automatic Burmese citizenship. So they were natives, but they were falsely framed as Bengali migrants. The law was brought in as a weapon of persecution. The law wasn't pursued as an initiative to establish citizenship. The law was coded to primarily persecute the Rohingyas and to disenfranchise them as an ethnic community. The Rohingyas were already a marked population for persecution. When they decided to participate in democracy uprising, when they decided to support Aung San Suu Kyi and National League for Democracy, in the eyes of the Burmese army, they became doubly guilty. Before, they were guilty for simply existing. Now, they were expressing their political support for Aung San Suu Kyi and NLD party. And NLD and Aung San Suu Kyi were seen as the greatest threat to the military. They began to institute measures to essentially make life for Rohingya in their own areas utterly impossible. The population was extracted forced labor to build the military who will come and oppress them.
In 2010, the military held elections, but nobody believed that the military was really going to change.
So they went ahead and held the elections, and surely they won the landslide, and they were in power. And then 10 days later, Aung San Suu Kyi was released. The military was completely shocked that the NLD party remained extremely popular. So they manufactured the Rohingya crisis.